way we want to we don't want you to be confused and not know where you're at. So your coordinators and your leaders are the key people. So my name is Matt Stevens from Somebody Cares. I just want to encourage everybody. I thank God for Jim Esposito, the Christian Resource Network. I thank God for Somebody Cares and the net that works all across the country. We have folks from New England, San Antonio, Texas, Houston, Texas, Virginia Beach. Everybody's just come to work together. Here's what I want to encourage everybody that might see this video. I want to encourage you that you can do something. Everybody can do something. We know as you watch the news, you're seeing different opportunities to donate finances, to donate goods, and that's a start. But I want to tell you a quick story about a young boy named Teddy. To Teddy, it wasn't enough just to give some money or do something, and yet he also couldn't come actually to the site and help serve like we are today. However, Teddy did something. Teddy got his wagon out of the garage, and Teddy is 11-year-old, and he walked down his street. And as he walked down his street, he knocked on doors, he talked to his neighbors. As they were talking about what they're hearing, what went on here in Sandy, Teddy began to fill up his wagon from his neighbors of just going in the house, bringing out supplies. They heard there was water in need, there was toilet paper in need, there were all kind of stuff. And you know, Teddy, by the time he got done, Teddy collected with his wagon more than 4 pickup trucks full of goods. I want to tell you, because of Teddy, we were able to be some of the first folks on the ground in some of these neighborhoods that nobody had come to. Jim had shared with us where these locations were, and we're thankful for the big organizations that can go take care of the masses, but sometimes there's a lot of people in the communities who've been devastated, and we didn't want them to fall through the cracks. So people like Teddy and people like Architectural Ceramics, a small company in D.C. that just came together and bought truckloads from the employees' hearts, and they got so excited about going to the store and loading it in a truck and getting it here, and then we were able to network even trucking to come here. I'm just saying everybody can do something. If you're in a class, if you're at work, if you're in a church, a small group, whatever it is, why not have a conversation with the folks in that group and say, what can we do? And just ask that question. Sometimes there's a story in the Bible, and this is what we try to use. You know, there's a story about a little boy who had a lunch, and this is what makes me think about Teddy. He had a lunch, fishes and loaves. And there were 5,000 men there and other women and children there with them that day. And they're like, how are we going to feed all these people on this hill? And they went to the little boy, just like Teddy, and they said, you know what, give us your lunch. What do you mean give me my lunch? Why do you want my lunch? But he gave him the lunch. They took the lunch, they gave it to Jesus. Jesus never asked, what are you going to get for me? Jesus always asked, what do you have that you can give? He takes those fishes and those loaves, and he multiplies them to the multitudes. That at that point, it's not about just having enough for everybody. The Bible story says there were leftovers to go on and to go, that they had to collect the leftovers. That's truly a story about what's going on up here in New York and in New Jersey with Hurricane Sandy and the relief efforts. People have brought their fishes and loaves, and it's being multiplied to serve the masses. Please be encouraged to think about that and do even more. Let Jim know. You can post something here on this Facebook. Let Jim know what you're thinking about, and he'll make sure it gets to the place with some of the most need. Thank you.